challenges are always the ops, no matter what. They are the most complicated part, but also your biggest risk. And I guess from our perspective, they're operating in this area. There's the two R's, I call them, revenue and review. And if your reviews are down, your revenue goes with that. So with us, it's all about the operational support that we can offer. And that's by far the biggest challenge. But also with that comes the opportunity, because actually if you deliver really well, you've got the opportunity to take more units, more guests, and also that's all about your brand and brand growth. And a lot of our clients at the minute is a big thing, growth, scaling up, but you can only do that if you've got that good brand backing. Now, if you take it back, that's how we come in there. So I think from Opago's perspective, the fact that we can be that white label extension of your business, we can create a 5-star review based on our ops, there's the challenge sorted, and then the opportunity is your brand and being able to scale with it. I think it's a bit of a mixed bag. I think that people are all about opportunity. They all want to grow. They are slightly nervous. I think last year was a massive bounce back from COVID. Everybody was very surprised on booking numbers. Some of them actually caught a bit off guard, I would say. And so I think then there was a perception that this year was going to be absolutely the same. But the change in the market, the cost of living, I think people have been maybe a bit more wary about spending, but also going abroad. So I think that this is still a great sector to be in, but I think people are now just changing about the word what I call flexible living and how that will look going forward. And I guess being a bit more open to opportunity, but understanding what those guests really want. And I think that's probably more important. Last year was everybody wants to get back out, we want to go on holiday, staycation, whatever we want to do, whereas this year actually there's a bit of a tick list. And with that, probably the sustainability piece. People are really conscious not about cost alone, but actually where they're staying, how they're supporting. I think it's made really, like, companies really focus on ESG. Even, particularly in what we're doing, it's really fundamental with our partners that we're all in tune with our guests, but also making sure that we deliver what they want, but against our ESG values. So I think the market's probably stabilising is what I would say is the best way of explaining it. I'm quite excited actually by that question, in the fact that I think you will see more of this, but probably not in the obvious way that you do now. Right now it feels like, you've got the service apartments or you've got the build to rent developer. Everybody's kind of been put in a box to do with really the length of stay. But actually that's changing, and it's all about having what I call now a mixed use development. And I think that going forward, you're going to see that a lot more, because people are going to go, hold on a sec, how do we evaluate risk? How do we make sure that actually what we're giving to our guests is what they want? And I think that you're going to end up having buildings with mixed use in. So you're not going to have your standard BTR tower, you're going to have maybe 20% of that short stays. You're going to have this co-living piece, which will also offer shorter stays. So actually I think it will become a normal part of kind of being away. But also I think it will be part of a normal probably risk assessment and part of planning really. I think that it will no longer be something you do retrospect, but actually you put it part of your business plan. You look at that revenue, you look at the risk, and you go, actually, how can we combine the two? And for us, it's about flexibility, but you make that normal in the marketplace. The event has been great. Everything that we do with International Hospitality Media is great. I think that it's a great event because you've got like-minded people, but that doesn't mean they're all the same. They all bring their own bit of knowledge, and that's a great conversation piece. The panels today have been amazing because you've got people actually having conversation, you've got the feedback. The workshops just mean people engage, but you walk out of these conferences feeling really engaged. There's more ideas, people are more open for further conversations. But the highlight, obviously, was the fact that I won the social media award and got my bottle of champagne, and it'd be wrong to say that that didn't create a certain buzz for me. But no, on a serious note, the tours were great yesterday. And it was great to actually put kind of practice to it. I think it's really good. We all have lots of discussions and, workshops, but actually going out and seeing product, seeing how actually everybody's quite different and how they're expressing their own brand. So I think, the 2 days was great, but I'm glad that it was product and conversation rather than it all on panels.